joining us today is George Roach, the CEO of Premier African Minerals, following news that Premier has entered into a non-binding letter of interest with Glencore regarding the possible purchase of spodumene concentrate and repayment and or the management of the prepayment amount, plus interest owed to Canmax. Well, George, thank you very much for joining us. Of course, we spoke last time. You were in talks with lots of different parties here. You've signed this with Glencore now. It's a big company, $43 billion market cap here. Why are they interested in sort of getting involved with you and taking on that estimated prepayment debt of $47 million?
Look, I think that they, in common with many other commodity trading entities, recognize that spodumene is a significant entity to trade. They're involved in that business already quite extensively. They know most of the players in the market. And I think that their knowledge and skill will assist us immensely as we go forward with this and as we go through this next period of months while we get the plant fully commissioned and operating and are able to properly assess what this plant really can do.
So what does this mean for PREM as a company then? I mean, is this partner acceptable to Canmax as per the last RNS stated?
Yes. Yes, they are, and there is an email exchange that confirms that they are an acceptable party as contemplated under the amended agreement with them. I think that the most important things to me with this is that this takes away, other than under some circumstance that I can't necessarily imagine at the moment, but it takes away this sort of Damocles that's been hanging over our heads of the long stop date. That's effectively off the table and not a specific concern right now. We've now got the time to go out, and I believe that this should allow a significant improvement in confidence in the company and what the company can do. I mean, we've been saying since August last year what we need to do. Nothing has changed in terms of that. We haven't been able to do it for a variety of reasons. And it looks now very much like we have that opportunity and at the same time to be able to confidently go out and say this sort of Damocles ain't there anymore, not for the moment.
Okay. So, yeah, you remove that sort of Damocles, as you say, it sort of de-risks and unlocks, perhaps is a better word, the next step, which you commented in the RNS saying the focus is now firmly set on the final completion and optimization of the spodumene float section. So could you perhaps set out the immediate next series of events for you and the team of PREM?
Well, let me just remind us that there are basically three steps that we've looked at. One was to run the plant as soon as possible for a short period and use the changed reagent dosing and various other issues associated with that had been recommended as a result of the tests last year. The second is that Enprotec have recommended a redesigned insert to fit into the cleaner module of the spodumene circuit. It'll take 3 to 4 weeks to get those manufactured and fitted. That time's subject to confirmation. And the third element was that we were going to install a complete spodumene flotation section made by one of the major Chinese EPCM companies, which is already in Zimbabwe. And we would like to think that we can get this done inside of a 12-week period. So the immediate steps are to commence with the civils work. The plan is done. It's with the construction people. And I've said to them that I need their immediate response on this. So those are the three things. And I remain personally confident that using all three of those processes, we will establish good production, good recoveries from this plant as it stands.
Right. Okay. So you've got your plans, they're ready to go. You're talking about a 12-week window here. In terms of funding this, what's the situation?
Well, Mark, as I've said to you, I think that there's a lot more confidence in PREM and in the project. I think that where we've been sitting until fairly recently in terms of our valuation and market capitalization has been a reflection of nothing other than pessimism and risk. And I think that we're now sitting in a position where we need to reverse that actively and quickly. So we've never hidden from the fact that we need to fund this. We are looking at the various mechanisms to fund it, and we will get on with that very quickly.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear, George. Just a final question, just a couple that came in from shareholders. In terms of working with Glencore, will you be having a working relationship with them? Will they be assisting? Or indeed, what are the conditions for that non-binding to become binding within 3 months?
So let's just talk this thing through, because, I mean, whether it was an LOI with them or somebody else, I think pretty well the same thing applies. It is necessary to demonstrate the capability of this plant, fully commissioned and optimized and operating. Now, once that is done, it opens the door to any number of other discussions. And really, it's just about anything. We could find that the production is at a level such that somebody wants to buy out Canmax's offtake agreement. We could find that Canmax doesn't want to be bought out because they want all the product. And we could sit down and end up with some other completely renegotiated scenario. There is no fixed parameter on any of this, other than the fact that we intend imposing a party that provides confidence to Canmax and to ourselves that the product will be dealt with properly, expeditiously, sold as it should be, handled as it should be, etc., etc., etc. That's what really matters to me.
Okay. And just a final question, George. So long-suffering shareholders, I might add, can they expect to see now a flurry of activity over the next number of weeks, those 12 weeks from PREM?
Mark, I'm at the plant right now. I've been at the plant going through it with a number of people on the various issues that need to be done, discussing how and where and who and what. In the pouring rain, I might add, which is quite good. At least I don't think we'll have any water problems for the next 3 years. But we're hard at work already. Okay.
Good. Well, thank you very much, George, for that update today. So I am hoping we can see lots of updates going forward as now, as you say, that you've unlocked that sword of Damocles is removed from your head. But for now, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.